Hi guys, Flying Fish here, and today I'm giving you guys another tutorial video. So, as you've obviously read in the title of this video, today I'll be giving you guys a tutorial on how to make thumbnails for your videos. More specifically, how I make thumbnails for my videos. Because my way is pretty good. I don't use like it's a pretty easy and, I don't know, cheap is a word coming to my mind. It's a pretty easy and simple way to create thumbnails for your videos. And you don't need any like really big software for it or anything. If you have a computer or a phone, that's really all you need. So first off, I'm gonna give a shout out to someone who gave me the suggestion for this video. His comment will be on the screen right about now. So without further ado guys, let's get on with it. So the program that I used to originally make my thumbnails, as I now use a different program, I originally just used Microsoft Paint. It's really simple to use. It's not as advanced as like other artwork and paint programs that you can get on your computer, but this one is free and it's already on your computer when you get it. You just have to search for it. You can go down the search the web and videos and you can find it. And yeah, so I'm going to start off by making a quick design here. There we go, that looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do with this picture right here is we're going to put this onto a template or whatever. So what we got to do is, I'll show you guys how to do this part, because it's pretty easy to learn how to paint on this. Learning how to move all the stuff and can be confusing. So what you want to do is you make sure you gotta have transparent section on, and your color too has to be to white. That is very important. What you gotta do is you gotta grab him and copy. I already have another file thing open. We're gonna paste, and as you can see here, without transparent section on, it's just a big white background. But when we remove that, well, when we check this off, boom, there we go. See, looks pretty nice. We can resize this to any size we want to fit the video. And yeah, it's as simple as that. If you want to get the text for your thumbnails like I do in my videos thumbnails, you want to go to cooltext.com. They got all these fonts here for you. You can click on any of them. And I'm going to use one that I commonly use, Lava. This is one of my favorites. And you can switch it to anything you want. See, you can increase its size to make it look neater, or you can make it smaller, which doesn't really matter because you can just change the size and paint. And also you might notice that all these little lines are the background, not the squares, but like these lines are going across it. Yeah, if you try to copy and paste that onto Paint, it won't work. Like, it won't fully remove all the background stuff because these lines are here. So what you want to do is you want to hit Create Logo, and you want to go on to here, and you want to Save Image As. So yeah, that's how you get the text. Then you just add that onto there, how I added Flying Fish onto my thumbnail. And yeah, that's it. I'll leave the link for this website in the description down below for you guys to check out. And now we're gonna switch over to my other editing program. Now we're moving on to the program that I use the most. Well, the program that I'm recently using for making my thumbnails. These are actually two apps that you can find in the App Store or the Google Play or whatever it is for you. It's Eraser and Photo Layers, and I'm going to show you guys how they work. So the program we want to use first is the Eraser, because, well, you don't have to use the Eraser first, but it's highly recommended if you want to get a really good thumbnail. So as you can see, I've loaded up a picture right here. We got a few settings. On the bottom, there's Extract, Auto, Manual, Repair, and Zoom. I've never messed with Extract, so I don't really know what that does, but it's pointless. So we have Manual, which here you can see the little purple dot on the very bottom. Yeah, that's where my finger is, so you can really get really good precision on this and it's lagging because I have my recording thing open. Oh, okay, it's not as bad anymore. So yeah. Now, also, we have repair, which will repair anything you have erased. You can increase the size of it. And on the top, we have cursor offset, which, as you can see, it changes the position. So when you're, in case you don't like it like this, you can switch it all the way back. So you can like be removing them manually, kinda. But like, I like this better because you can really see what you're doing more. And now we have the mode that I use the most, which is auto. Auto is awesome. Watch this. Boom. 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 See, auto clears away everything really fast. You can really clean up with this thing. On the bottom we have threshold of similar color. Now we're gonna undo all that. If we set this really low, it won't really remove things that well. Like, it'll really be really specific, like with paint. Like, if you have any other color different than white, even if it's like a very, very slightly different tint, it will not remove it. However, we set it to really high threshold, and it destroys everything. Yeah, it's really good, guys. I suggest you use auto instead of manual, unless you're trying to make really small details, which in that case you can use manual. So once you finish, you can go to done. As you can see, I didn't make this perfect because, I don't know. You'd have to use, you can go back and fix those little mistakes of manual. Here, manual is pretty big. You can remove all the mistakes. There we go. That's not all the mistakes, so there's some right here, but I don't care. I'm not actually going to use this for any of my videos. So now you can smoothen this out. So the higher number, like the more it smooths it. There, see? Here's smooth 0, smooth 5. Yeah, it really cleans things up. You can choose the background color for whatever like helps you. I suggest having it at black so you can see all the little white things that you might miss when you are cleaning it up. And then you hit save. There you go. Save successfully. Now we have this SpongeBob picture that we can use for any of our videos. And now we're going to be moving on to our next app, which is Photo Layers. Ogres have layers. And so now we're here with Photo Layers, the application that I use to make all my thumbnails today. Now, as you can see, this one is a lot different than Paint. There's like a bunch of different stuff. As you can see, here's my SpongeBob with this corner thing. You can rotate them around. You can you can stretch them vertically. Boy. Stretch them this way. You can also resize and move them like that. There you go. We have a bunch of we have some settings on the bottom here, if I can talk today. This is fit, which will automatically fit your picture with your background picture, which is pretty great. You can resize this to like whatever. And fit, there we go. We have flip, which is pretty obvious what it does. Oh, whoops. That was an accident. I didn't mean to hit that ad. Anyway, cut. Cut will give us the abilities of the eraser app. Actually, I think it just opened the eraser. I've never actually tried cut before. And there's a bunch of settings that you don't actually need to use because this app is like that good. Anyway, we have color down here. You can change it. You can change the opacity. I think that's how that's set. You can make this very blurry, like in the background picture. You can change the sepia. I don't know how to say these things. The hue. Here we can have a bunch of different colored SpongeBobs, which is just beautiful, by the way. You can make them very warm and cold, which will just change between red and blue. we can give them a tint, which is very purple or very green. So like warmth is red and blue, tint is green and purple. We can change its brightness, where we can make him really bright or really, really dark. He looks satanic right now. You can change the contrast to make him glow, or to make him very dark. You can change the saturation to make him very glowish again, or to make him gray. He just looks dead on the inside. You can also change the shadow in the background. See, as I increase the opacity, you can see he has a shadow behind him, which I use this in my latest video, my how to draw a simple eye. You can make it really blurry or really defined, I don't know. You can change its, you can make it offset X, offset Y. Looks really good. You can make it look like it's really like above something. You can make the shadow really red, really green, really blue. You can give it all these colors. It looks really cool. This app is really great, and if you guys need thumbnails for your videos, I suggest you use these. This is by far my favorite editing software for thumbnails that I've ever discovered. And one final thing before I end this video, if you don't know how to add thumbnails to your videos, it's not that you don't know how to make them, it's just you don't know how to put the thumbnails onto your videos. What you gotta do is you gotta go to your channel's status and features. As you can see, this is your account, and you can find custom thumbnails down here, and it'll let you use custom thumbnails. Your account isn't eligible, it will probably say. And how to get your account eligible is you gotta turn on enable this. You gotta enable this. So once you go and enable that, it'll ask you a few questions, but once you enable that, you'll be able to do a few other things, like you'll be able to have custom thumbnails and, yeah, other stuff. So yeah, all you have to do to get a custom thumbnail is enable monetization. I think that's how that's said. And then you gotta come back to here, and custom thumbnails, the little bubble will be green. Then you'll just go to your video settings. You cannot do this on your phone, you have to do it on a computer. Or you can just be on YouTube's website, but on your phone, by going to your settings and stuff. But yeah, you just gotta go into your video settings, where it shows you all the 3 thumbnails you could put onto your video. There will be one box underneath that says custom thumbnail. You just click it and it will ask you what photo do you want to use. It has to be under 1 megabyte though. I think it was 1 megabyte or something like that. No, it has to be under 2 something. I don't know. So it can't be something too massive, like a petabyte. Yeah. So guys, that was the quick tutorial on how to make thumbnails and put them on your videos. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if this video helped you up. Subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you guys next time.